Okay, once again, what I'd like to do is isolate one part of Dumog, and that's this particular grab, this bone here, the humerus. What we're going to do is we want to bring out energy, we want to bring out sensitivity. So we need a progression in training, like anything else. Knowing the positions or knowing the techniques do you nothing without the energy or the attributes to back it up. So this is our progression. This is one way. We're not sparring yet, but we're working our way up to it. Okay, Brian, let me borrow you. Now, in reality, how I would get there is I'd have to get in with all of this. It would look something like this. He'd be moving around, and I would enter with something, and then just start blasting. And at this point, this is where I would insert, boom, a knee, and this is the position I want. This is the first Dumog position. So to eliminate us from having to do all that, we're going to just start right from here. So we're going to start right at this position where I'm holding this. If he had a helmet on, we could add the headbutt. For right now, what we're really working is defense against me. Now, I'm grabbing his arm, he's trying to hit my head. Give me a shot. Boom. That's the shot. I know I'm going to take that. If I feel here, this is all I'm doing is trying to keep him out of that. Now he's trying to hit me, and sometimes I can just hold myself here, and boom, put this in a few times, and just hold it. Come back to here. Once in a while, let him get a shot, and boom, boom, that's good to the soul, and then move around a little bit, and keep driving this in. But that's all we're doing. Play this game. Stay here for hours. Go 5, 10 rounds, 2 minutes a shot. Once you've done that a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, once you got this arm, you know right here, the guy's not going to hit you. If he does, he's not going to knock you out. Now, once again, what we're doing is we're isolating Dumog position. We're putting ourselves in a conducive position to where the opponent cannot hit us, but we can move him. We can move his body. You need to know we're not going to be there very long. Sort of like a block in football. The hole opens and it closes. The running back hits the hole, and once he hits it, it's closed. You do not stay there for very long. But what we're doing is we're isolating one thing, because we're developing attributes. That's why it's a drill. So we're going to isolate ourselves holding that arm, which is one of our favorite Dumog positions. He's going to continue punching us. Every technique we do from here on out has to be done that way. I don't want you to go back and digress into doing Hubud, which is non-contact. Once you understand the body's positions out of Hubud, you've got to progress. It's got to get more and more combative. So from now on, everything you do in Dumog, the opponent has to have a glove on, and he's got to try to hit you. And then you just simply add elements. The first element we're going to add after our knee is going to be a foot sweep. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab his arm. We're going to start from that position, and Brian's going to try to hit me. He's going to get a few hits in because I'm not really headbutting him. We're moving around a little bit, take a few, give a few, move them, and then when you find that time, you seize that opportunity, you foot sweep him. But the key is you're foot sweeping a guy who's trying to hit you. He's moving around. There's no set pattern. You're just ad-libbing. That's how you get good. And if there's any secrets that I can give you, and there aren't, and especially they do not lie in technique. They lie in the training method. There's no secrets. It's just how you train. So I'm going to show you a way to train that's going to make your techniques functional. It doesn't have to be this foot sweep. Anything you want to put in, pen jot, anything. For me right now, I'm going to put in a foot sweep. Okay, Brian. Okay, we're going to start right from here. I'm going to grab the arm right here, and he's going to hit me. Give me a shot, Brian. Boom. Okay, so I'm pulling him around. I'm trying to prevent that. Sometimes I'll hold it here. I still drive the knee in. But when I see this, boom, I add the sweep. Pick him back up and move around again. Everything's done out of this. Now I got an outside sweep. Pick him back up and do it again. Okay, so that's the key. And we'll stay here playing this game, maybe at about 70% for a long time, until we get the feel. Then what we do is we just gradually increase the number of tools we use. Now, as I've said before, the key to training is progression. You have to gradually get it more and more intense. What we're doing was isolating this particular part of the arm for Dumog. On that particular drill we just did, one side was hitting you with the glove. What I want to do now, keep it about 50% or less. I'm going to have control on the arm. We're going to start from that position. But when I see the other glove come, I want to kind of ride around it and just grab that. Simulate a few tools, and then just go to the other arm. We can't go to the neck. We can't put in the headbutts. We can't put in the knees. We can't put in the Wing Chun. We can't put in the arm wrenches. We're just staying in Dumog. We're just moving around a little bit. We're traveling. You need to know there's a lot of things we're not doing. This isn't the way we would do it in a fight. However, to get good at Dumog, you need to isolate it. Okay, Brad, come on in. Now, once again, if Brad jabs me, I'm going to end up entering that way. And if I'm going to use this boom, I'm going to kill it first, and then this is how I'm going to keep my balance. So I'm going to do everything from here. But in addition to putting in the knees here, he throws a punch a few times, boom. When that comes, I want to come around to this side and just ride this. All I'm doing is waiting now till I see something here, come around and just ride it on this side. This is really where I'm wanting to be. But for training, we're staying on this till we get whatever we want to do. Once we get our position, if we see a foot sweep, we see an elbow shot, we see a headbutt, we're going to go for it. But the key is, the main goal is to keep him off balance by feeling him. This is the Dumog.